Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome back. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, I want to remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you. Madam Chair, over to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sonko. You are welcome back. Where is the memorandum?
Mr. Sonko, yes, we are to discuss the issues regarding 5C.
Okay, sir.
How the council's revenue were collected. Now, we understand you played a very vital role in relation to the contract awarded to 5C, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell us your involvement and how council gave contract to 5C?
Okay, thank you so much. I remembered some time ago when we newly came to the council, as I said earlier on, the council's revenue collection was very poor. And then I was advised that a lot of loopholes were there, and then there were so many leakages. This has prompted me to look for a solution. And then, fortunately, I met with a guy called Sheriffo Sonko, now a councillor at, I think, nominated councillor at Brikama Council, my former council.
Sheriffo Sonko?
Sheriffo Sonko, yes.
That's your namesake?
Yes, he's my namesake.
Okay.
He came to me and explained to me that he knew an IT company who is ready to work with Gambian councils to digitalize the council collection system.
Right.
Then I told him to bring them over so that we can discuss.
Right.
So after bringing them, he introduced them to me. Then I invited the CEO. After inviting the CEO as the financial controller and a very senior member of the council, he also feel excited about the issue. He said he has never seen it before, and that was the first time. And he also built interest in it. Okay, my advice to them was, we have to know exactly how this thing is taking place and where are you doing it and how are you doing it before introducing it to the council. Then Sheriffo Sonko and his friend accepted that there is no problem to that. They can take us to anywhere they are operating these systems in. I remember they told me that they have an operation in Lebanon, in Syria, Dubai, and then Switzerland. Then they asked me where would I want to go and then make this experiment with them. Right. Then the CEO asked them if we can go to Switzerland. They said,
that's Mamset?
Mamset Jallo. I didn't meet Jonga in the council. Then Jonga was on studies.
Yes.
And then they've explained to us about Dubai. Then we accepted to go with them to Dubai.
Right.
Then I told them the council is not going to do anything with this because we are not going to put our money into something that we didn't see anything yet. If the company will be willing to fare us and accommodate us and feed us during the journey.
Right.
They accepted.
The company accepted?
The company accepted.
Okay.
Yes. When after acceptance, it coincides with PSU meeting in Belgium, where I was also invited through the Ministry of Local Government. Right. And I went with, then I told Mamset, who are the people to go on behalf of the council? He said, you must be there. That's me, himself. And I told him also that an IT officer has to be there because this is IT related matters. You cannot go alone or myself. but
Right.
an IT officer has to be there.
Right.
Even I didn't go, but an IT officer has to go and then advise us.
You told mom said even if you do not go.
Yes, even if I don't go, he didn't go, but an IT officer has to be there to see things by himself because he is the one who knows how to deal with it. Then mom said accepted. And then we told these people that, 3 of us would go. They accepted again. And then we went with them to...
How many of you?
Myself, mom said Jallo, and then the IT officer Aliu Badujeng.
Right.
And then on the side of the company, we went with Sheriffo Sonko from Gambia. Then we met some people from Gaipa, there in Dubai. One Mohammed Lamin Sow. I think he's now the director of investment, if I can remember well. So we went to Dubai, and then they introduced us to the people there. And then they took us to a tour. Everything is shown to us how it is done and how it is to be done. Then the IT officer and mom said as the CEO, all delighted about the whole issue. And then I left them there. I continued my journey to Belgium. From that trip, they also depart from Dubai back to Gambia. When I came, I asked them, mom said, briefed me that, and the IT officer, that the whole process believed that it can generate a lot of revenue for the council. That time, the council's revenue base was at $68 million.
Where can we find that? We have the audit report for 2019, I believe.
You talking to me?
Please give the witness the 2019 national audit report, so that we know. 68 million is what you stated in the with your agreement with 5C, right?
68.
68, yes.
Yes, please.
Okay.
If I could remember well.
But the 2019 report, the council's national audit report for 2019 would suggest a little over 68 million.
A little over?
68 million.
Okay. Then I must have forgotten the...
No, you have it there. Now turn to the 11th page. You have financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2019. You have it currently with you?
Not yet. Something fell. Something fell. Okay.
I think it should be on page 11 regarding your total income for 2019.
Page 11.
Your total income, your financial statement breakdown. Are you there? On page 11?
No, I couldn't see what you are mentioning. Total income. Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
What do you have as your income for 2019?
Total income was 78.89 something.
Yes.
Yes.
So now why will you?
Now it was a long time, so I can't remember.
No, you're right. It's the 68 million.
Yes.
It's 68,984,989.43. But this is what
Was operating expenses.
you agreed with 5C as to be the baseline, right?
Yes.
To be the baseline.
Yeah.
So, which means if they have any $1 on top of the baseline, you are going to share it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Good. So, but I remember I had discussion with Mamsit about this.
Exactly.
And what you have agreed with 5C in relation to what the baseline was in 2019 was wrong. Because the amount that you agreed with with 5C is the baseline should be 68,984,989 dollars for the 3 bottles.
That was the advice I got from the CEO then, because this was in December.
See, look.
This was in December.
Yes.
And this discussion was after December.
Right.
Yes.
So, what does that mean?
Meaning, that was what I was advised, that it was 68
No, but in 2018 you had 70 million.
Yes, exactly.
So you have all reasons to believe that the income is definitely above 70 million.
Yeah, then the baseline for the contract was not correct.
Yes.
But the whole intention was to make sure that the revenue income for the council to rise up.
No, the whole intention is to create money for someone, somewhere.
How?
Because if you want to maximize revenue, you get your figures right.
Figures?
The figures should be right. Your accounts should be right. You must know exactly what your income was the previous year. That's what you negotiate on. To say we were able to raise 10 million the previous year. So if you can raise this revenue to be above 10 million, then we can share the profit. But you can't negotiate below your income.
Yes.
That's fraud.
Yes. If you remember, I told you there was a time when audit report came, it did not come to me. It was later when I challenged, I have to see it.
You have a report in 2018.
Yes, I did not see it. That's
you asked for it.
This is what I am saying. When we first came to the council, all these things are something that we didn't know that has to happen.
You should know it. Don't go for elections if you don't know these things. That doesn't go to you alone, for all the people who are vying for public office.
Exactly, but this
you
is
must
what
be qualified.
happened. That's the truth.
Deep in you, for anyone who is vying for public office, you see, you should know that you are qualified enough, not to just go for the clap. You are qualified enough to go and lead the people. That's the reality. And therefore, when they come here and they say, well, we did not know it, we were learning on the job, do not go for our public offices. We want competent people there. That's the reality. It's hard to say, Mr. Sonko. It's not only you. This goes to anybody that did not do their job right in this public office, especially in these positions like mayors, mayoresses, chairmen, as far as this commission is concerned. You understand that?
I agree.
That's the hard fact.
Yes.
It's not nice to say, but it's a hard fact. Because National Audit Office, they have an office. They exist. So the moment you are elected, you go straight and you request for these documents. This is a public document. They're going to give you copies, and they're going to advise you. You're going to find some of the things that are highlighted in your jurisdiction, and you start dealing with them one after the other. But unfortunately, that's not the case. But again, if you do not know what the revenue was in 2019, you had all the chance to know what it was in 2018, right? Sorry, in 2018, yes. And in 2018, it was still above $68 million.
Yes.
So which means if 5C is paid as per any amount below the revenue baseline, that would have been unlawful.
Okay.
Not okay. You are free to disagree. Anybody here is free to disagree.
Yes, I agree.
That's how we analyze it.
I agree with you.
Yes. So, but why was that the case?
As I said, that's the only thing that happened. That honestly, I did not see this, and according to the advice of the CEO, then I had to go with him. Then from there, the whole issue went to the General Council.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
Yes.
And then
it went to the General Council. The General Council sat over it.
Right.
And then we've agreed that it has to go to the ministry for approval. Before to our ministry, and then to the Ministry of Justice for legal advice. Right. Which was done. And then
the Ministry of Justice gave you legal advice.
Ministry of Justice
gave you legal advice.
Yes.
In writing. That's what it is. How
yes.
it is done.
It was in writing.
We need a copy.
That must be in the possession of the CEO.
What was the advice?
Well, they've agreed to go on with it, but there are points that they pointed at, they highlighted.
Which are? Which were?
Those were agreements of because in the writing there were things like when default came, they were asking about the Switzerland laws, certain things were there. I couldn't remember offhand.
We
here.
need the advice.
And then we have expunged all those ones out.
We need to get the advice. Because to start with, you guys flouted the rules, the procurement regulations, but we will come there at the tail end. You, Mr. Sonko, you have no business to go to Dubai to negotiate for contracts.
I didn't negotiate. I didn't go for negotiation.
What did you go for?
Good. That's what I said. When it was introduced to me,
Right.
the council did not know. I just explained to the CEO
Right.
that a lot of irregularities are happening in the council here, and I want that to stop. I want to make sure that the council generate more revenue. This is what is happening.
Why did you go to
Pardon?
Dubai?
Pardon?
Why did you go to Dubai?
Why did I go? It was introduced to me. I am the head of the council. I go with them. This is the reason why I emphasized to the CEO.
Why? What was the purpose of the trip? You said it's not to negotiate.
Yes.
Now what's the purpose of the trip?
The purpose of the trip was to go and see how they are doing it there.
But that's negotiations.
No,
You
negotiations.
need to have information to negotiate better. You end up giving them a contract.
No, this visit happened after negotiations came.
No. It's a process.
Yes.
It was introduced to you.
Yes.
You had to find out more about the company as far as you're concerned.
That findings is what was done, but there was no negotiations with them.
Okay. We are not understanding this language differently, but let me just proceed with the issue here, Mr. Sonko.
Yes, sir.
Council was introduced to this 5C, right?
Yes.
And the council in itself gave its blessings to this?
Yes.
Can you explain what happened in council?
The council sat over it and agreed that it has to go to the ministry for advice.
Go ahead.
And that happened. The CEO, after the council resolution, the CEO wrote to the ministry when we got a feedback.
Yes?
And then we took it back to the council again to agree finally. And then the agreement was brought to the CEO's office, which was taken to the council. And then councillors also agreed that certain things are there has to be out. And that was done.
Why was this not subjected to the usual procurement process?
Well,
acceptable procurement process.
There was no procurement process to it at all. Because
Why?
What happened?
Why was there no open tender to see whether there are other competing?
This was something new. I was also new in the council. You
did not know about that. And it was new.
Pardon?
You did not know at the time that it was new.
It was
new to who?
New to local councils.
No, to speak for yourself. You did not do any.
Well, new to Brikama because all of us never including the CEO.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now.
Then we were very much happy to make sure that we get something for the first time created by Brikama Area Council.
Well, yes.
That was the whole intention, and the intention was to make sure that we maximize the revenue.
Now, Mr. Sonko.
Yes, please.
What was the reason why it didn't pass through procurement?
That's what I'm saying. It was only IT office that I know of. I never know anything about this issue.
Is there a justification? There's a procurement.
And then I believe the CEO should have advised me.
Advise you?
Yes, or take it to the
Do you also believe you ought to know as well?
Pardon?
Do you also believe you ought to know?
Yes, I should know, but I didn't know. But by then,
you do not know that there was a procurement unit.
Yes, I know there was a procurement unit, but
I did not know that there was a contract committee.
Cases like this,
you don't know.
No, the contract committee also sat on this, which I never attended.
The contracts committee never sat on this as a matter of procurement to decide on the procurement method.
No. I'm not saying they sat on how procurement, because there was no procurement procedure on this at all.
That's what we are saying.
That's what I accepted, that there was no procurement procedures on this, taken on this.
But the role of the contracts committee is to adopt a procurement process. Even if council gave its blessings for the digitalization of the revenue collection, which is so good, which should be the way forward.
Yes.
you still have to subject it to an open tender.
That was not done.
Why?
I didn't know.
Do you have a benefit
And
from
I was
this?
not, I was not advised.
You have an interest in this?
I don't have any interest to it, as I never have any interest.
Do you have the 5C contract agreement? You don't have an interest in this, Mr. Sonko?
As a person,
Mr. Sonko is a human being.
no.
Unless you have a company that deals with these things.
I don't have any IT company. I don't have any interest in this personally.
So why would you not now remove yourself from this this business and do the right thing by subjecting it to the normal procurement process?
That is what I am telling you, Council, if you can understand me better. That, honestly, during this time of period, I did not know that this thing has to go to procurement process. I only know that.
Why will you not know that?
Because I didn't know.
Why would you
and
not
then
know?
I was not advised by my CEO.
No, Mr. Sonko, see, look, the point is, if you are in council as a chairman and you do not know that there's a procurement unit, maybe it's even arguable, because you should. But now you do not know because it doesn't exist, right? But there you have a procurement unit.
What my knowledge gave me that time was procurement is only responsible of buying. But I never know that even contract awarding there, it was later than I know. But during the period at this time when discussions, Council, definitely I didn't know.
You are buying a service.
I don't
You're
know.
paying for a service. There is an expenditure. Council is doing away with some chunk of its income. Unless you want to just see buying in its normal English language sense, but that's what you are doing right now. You are buying a service. They are offering a service to you, and you pay for it. Is that not the case?
Yes.
And you pay for it by a percentage, much higher than if you had your own company that would be collecting revenue, right? So if you don't have a company, your revenue collectors, you believe can't maximize the revenue collection beyond this point. Digitalization is the way forward, but you are buying it.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, you have a contract with them. Is the contract you have seen before?
The contract?
Yes.
Yes.
By the way, you have met these people anywhere else apart from traveling them to Dubai? Have you gone? You understand some of you went to the Cocoa Ocean
Yeah,
to
that was,
negotiate. Were you present there?
I told you, Sheriffo Sonko introduced this man to me.
Were you present when they went to Cocoa Ocean?
Cocoa Ocean.
Yes.
Yes, I went with them there.
Why?
That was when the owner of the company was here.
You were the one doing the business.
No, because there was no agreement, there was no discussion. It
You were
was
the one
just
doing the business. God
Pardon?
knows what happened in these negotiations. You're the one doing the business.
no.
You were the chairman.
My intentions was to go and to tell them that yes, we agree to do this, but we will never allow you to work with us until and unless we see how you are doing this. If
And you tell them we will never allow you to work with us unless and until
whether it is an effective service or not, system or not.
Unless and until we know how much.
No.
You haven't heard what I said
No.
yet. You haven't heard what I said yet.
Oh.
You should have, if you have that intention to do the right thing, you have the intention to make sure you know who you were dealing with. Start it with yourself. Know exactly what your income is, what value they will be adding to the area council. But what happened was the baseline was reduced so that they can meet the baseline and then meet it beyond a certain point, so that they will have profit reasonable enough to share among the council. That's what we see.
I didn't see that there.
No, but that's what it is here. $68 million is what you have given them as a baseline. Where did you get this figure?
This is what I was informed by the CEO.
Did you verify this figure?
I didn't, because I believed him.
But you were going to Dubai
Yes.
to verify some information. You didn't verify your own information.
That was right.
Yes, you went to Dubai. Or is it just about the flight, the traveling, the accommodation? Did they pay you guys per diem?
No.
But the area council paid you per diem?
No.
Of course.
No.
If an officer travels, they have to pay you.
They don't pay us.
No one was
Because
paid
I
any.
mentioned that what I told these investors was, They have to show us what they, how and what they are doing, where they are doing it, but all the expenses have to be on them. But the council did not spend a budget on me.
We'll find that out.
Yes.
But that's not even the issue. The issue is you were trying to do due diligence with the company without doing due diligence yourself. You get the point? And you can't convince, if you are diligent enough in that aspect, then you would have been diligent enough, you and your team, to make sure, because the higher the revenue baseline, the more they have a burden to meet a certain amount so that they can share profit. Do you understand that?
That was a mistake.
It's not a mistake. It's a deliberate act. Somebody somewhere has to get a profit.
On my side, it is not, because definitely, as I
But you
said.
can't convince anyone.
But
You're the head of the delegation, the head of the team.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can't convince anyone because you led your team, the CEO. When you went to Co-Ocean, you were there with who? Yourself, the CEO?
That baseline was not discussed in Dubai.
No, I'm not saying it was discussed in Dubai.
Yes.
It was discussed in one of your meetings with 5C, whether in Co-Ocean or in your office.
No.
Where?
In Coco Ocean, there was nothing discussed about pertaining money. The only discussion is to introduce the man to us to make sure that this is the guys, the owner of the company, and Sheriffo Sonko was there, myself was there.
The Sonko,
Yes.
let me help you. If you discussed the baseline in Farato, it's not relevant. The idea that you guys discussed the baseline and they said that the baseline for the previous year is 68 million plus, without having evidence of it, without having any financial transaction evidence in that, that in itself is not a genuine transaction. And so you were giving figures on top of your heads which are not backed by figures, accounting figures. And therefore, when we realize it is lower than the 78 million, significantly lower than the 78 million, which will only maximize the profit for 5C. When they invoice you, if they were to have, let's say, $1 million as profit, they would now be given probably $3 million as profit. And they know this, because they have to also ask you about your evidence of the baseline. Not to only take figure, how about if it's lesser than 68 million? It's in their profit. If the baseline is, let's say, $50 million, is that not the case?
It is.
So they should have asked you.
It is.
But they didn't ask you. You know why? Because they knew, all of you knew the baseline is 78 million.
The what?
The baseline was 78 million. All of you knew that.
Honestly, I didn't know.
Why did 5C not ask you? They have been doing this business.
Well, that was my first time. I've never
But
did
you
it
know, Mr. Sonko, if you were 5C, you would have asked the question, what is your baseline, right?
Yes.
Because it's from the baseline you make your profit.
Yes.
Anything above the baseline is shared. How is the sharing? 45, 55?
The first and second year was 50%?
Yes.
Yes.
So anything above the baseline is almost 50-50. Is that not the case?
Yeah, the profit above that.
Yes.
Anything, yes, as you said, yes.
So if you have the baseline to be lesser than 78 million, which is the actual baseline, then you will have more money. 5C will make more money, correct?
I agreed.
Is that not the case?
I agree.
50 million more money made. Is that not the case? So the more they reduce the baseline, 5C makes more money, correct? Do you understand? That's how it works.
I am understanding it now.
Yes, that's how it works. So now you have 78 million as the true figure. But that was reduced to 68 million. 68,984,989 batons, which means whatever money you would have shared should have been shared at the baseline of 70 million plus. But then it's reduced so that profit is maximized. Do you understand that?
I understand it now.
So if you do not know it, it means you were either deceived, which I don't want to believe, because you were cautious enough, diligent enough to tell them, I am not going to give you business until I see how you do business in Dubai. And they paid, and you guys traveled. So, but what you failed to do is to present the true baseline. And now we say it is a oversight? It is an oversight? No, that cannot be an oversight.
Yeah, because definitely that time I didn't know. Even the baseline, I don't know how much was in.
You have a finance director.
Exactly, yes.
You have a CEO.
Yes, sir.
Your job was to ask, and they give you a figure, and you tell them, give me the evidence, and they give you the evidence, and you see it.
They were asked. The evidence, definitely I didn't ask for the evidence, but this is what was told to me.
If you are ignorant of the baseline, 5C will not be ignorant of the baseline because their profit margin is dependent on the baseline. So, Mr. Sonko, Chairman, look, we live in this country like I tell people. We know how it works. We know how it works. It's a reality. No one ever thought that a day like this will come, so we know how it works. So that you know there's a procurement unit, there's a contracts committee. You didn't subject it to these procedures. You didn't float an open tender to follow GPA regulations. You started and ended the procurement and decided, even on the percentage. Who agreed on the percentage? Who negotiated this percentage?
I can't remember it fully.
How did you arrive at these figures? Because you signed this contract on the 1st of October 2019, right?
Yeah.
Good. So how did you arrive at these figures?
This was discussed by the, I think, Establishment and Finance Committee.
Right.
Together with the CEO's office.
Establishment committee, what do they have to do?
No, the Finance Committee rather.
Finance committee?
Yes.
They had a meeting over this?
I believe so.
You believe so?
Yeah.
Sorry, let me just ask Mr. Sonko. Mr. Sonko, you are saying that you didn't know.
The baseline?
No, it seems you are explaining to us that you didn't know the perhaps details of the contract. But you have just told the commission that you insisted on going with the IT.
Yes.
For him to help you understand
yes.
The details of the contract, right?
The details of the system.
The details of the system.
Yes, please.
So then if you had gone for the purpose of understanding the details of the system, there is no way you wouldn't understand the fundamental element in this transaction, which is your baseline, because these people are coming in to come and do business with the intention of making profit. Right?
Yes.
So you telling us that you don't understand, it will be difficult for me to appreciate that, because you went specifically to Dubai for them to make you understand how the system will work, how it will benefit you, how it will profit you, and how it will profit them. So of course, let me just ask you this question: Did they do any presentation for you to demonstrate how the system works?
Yes.
So with that also you did not understand the issue of the baseline?
With that I did not understand anything that it has to do anything with the baseline there, because it was...
And you did not understand and you did not ask?
Oh, well, yes, I didn't, because I don't know that time that the baseline has to do something with that.
Yes, you said you went with your CEO.
Yes, please.
And you did not understand.
Yes.
Do you think it would have been more prudent if it was the CEO and the finance director that would have gone for this verification purpose? Because they are the ones that are coming to give you details of how this will work. But for you to tell us that you don't understand the baseline after the presentation, it will be difficult to appreciate that statement. Council, you may proceed. Yes?
Yes,
you want to say
I think something is mixing that maybe not understanding here.
Yes.
This trip was done. Later, negotiations became to happen.
No, but you said, I just asked you a question. No, listen, I just asked you a question. I said, when you went to Dubai, were there any presentations as to how the system works?
Yes.
And you said yes.
Yes.
They will not piecemeal do a presentation for you, I believe.
That was how the system works, but not about the baseline of the council.
That cannot be correct.
Honestly, that is how it is.
That cannot be correct because let me just inform you, Mr. Sonko.
Yes, please.
The IT guy took us through how the system works.
Yes.
And there is no way he omitted discussing that fundamental point.
But do you remember I told you that I left them there, I went to Belgium?
Council, you may proceed.
I have the contract here that you have signed. I think you signed the contract
Yes.
with 5C Energy Gambia Limited, correct?
Yes.
Now let me give you the contract. It's already in exhibit.
Yes, please.
Yes. Can I have the exhibit number for the purpose of the? May I have the exhibit number for the purpose of the records? So can you read out the exhibit number, the file? There's a contracts committee file.
LGC/AB/BKAC/003.
Please speak into the microphone and repeat that.
LGC/AB/BKAC/003.
Yes. Now, do you confirm that that is the contracts committee file and the, how to call again, the agreement with 5C? Do you confirm that?
I confirm that this is the agreement.
Good.
Yes.
And who signed the agreement on behalf of council?
Mamset Jallo and I, and
Okay.
then the deputy chairman,
For 5C. Okay.
the vice chairman also signed.
For 5C?
No, as a witness for Brikama, because this is the initials.
Okay,
of
so who signed for 5C?
I think it was Bakutubo Silla. It was Bakutubo Silla.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
And Mr. Jerome Spy.
all right.
Yes.
Now, in the contract, did it state what the baseline is at the time of signing the contract?
The contract,
Yes.
whether the baseline was not discussed there,
Well, yes, was mentioned, yeah.
it is mentioned in there.
Show us and then read it out.
Wow.
Yes, is it there?
Councillor did not see.
It's not there.
No. I didn't see.
Is it there or not? You have confirmed there is the agreement. So is it there or is not there?
I believe it should have been there, but I couldn't find it.
No, but you have it here. You have confirmed there is the agreement. You
Yeah.
signed the agreement. Why can't you find it?
I am just thinking maybe there is something missing.
Mr. Sonko,
Yes, please.
then we'll wait for you to bring the one that is, the page that is missing.
I have another copy, and then I can cross-check it there too.
Okay.
Later,
Yes,
please. Yeah.
no problem. We'll wait for you.
Because I believe this must, it must contain that.
It has to contain that.
Yes.
It should contain that.
It should contain
Not
it.
must contain that. It
Yes.
should contain
It should contain it. So it is not in this one. So I don't know whether the one I
There's a
have.
part, no, we'll wait for you. You can bring it. If you don't bring it, what we have here is what stands.
Okay.
The idea that the copy we have does not contain the baseline, but yet still you guys decided that the baseline will be $68 million. Understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I will check.
The other issue is there's an investment clause there. No, hold it. There's an investment clause there, which states that the 5Cs should invest about $3.5 million.
Okay.
You see that?
Which page is it?
Towards the last pages.
Huh?
Towards the last pages.
Yeah. The financial proposal investment, 6.1.
Yes.
Yes.
Where it says or it's investment.
Pardon?
Where it reads investment.
Why?
Where it reads investment.
Yes.
Please read that.
The consortium aims invest a total of $3.5 million over a period of 4th year to 5 and then the second years.
What does that mean?
Well, this is something that I can't remember well, but I think it is for the investor, like the IT equipments.
Right.
The IT equipments,
Right.
like the machines and all other stuff to make sure that the system works, all has to be done by him.
And that has to be a value of $3.5 million.
Yes,
Do you
according
know
to...
what those equipments are? That doesn't make sense. You know what $3.5 million is? That's not $3.5 million, see? Mr. Sonko? $3.5 million is not $3.5 million. You understand that?
Yeah, it's in dollars, but I think there must be a mistake instead of the dollars.
What mistake? You signed this. You
Yeah,
guys signed it. We are not
it is signed,
thinking
yes.
there is a mistake. It is signed,
Yes.
sealed, and delivered, like
Yes.
the lawyers will say. So there is no mistake.
Yes.
Yes. So what is that investment for?
That's what I just explained.
I can't get it because it doesn't make sense.
Well, according to my knowledge, that is the whole issue for it.
What was the dollar in 2019? Do we know? So you convert, you have an idea how much in dollars we are talking about.
By then, I can't remember how much was it.
We have, with the internet, we can get it at least near perfection. Even if it is by $60, so let's say by 49, right? That's $171,500,000. That's by 49. Where? Do they even have that? Did you check their financial statements?
Well, I think that clause is a wrong clause.
No, it's not a wrong clause. It's there.
Yes,
Maybe
I mean,
you use that.
It is there.
Maybe you use that to convince the people, to convince some of the people that will not agree, and they don't have knowledge to ask what the necessary questions. But if they have to invest this amount of money, on, number one, on what? What are they investing on? If it is just equipment and materials, I don't understand.
Equipment,
$150
materials,
million
the server, and then the monitoring team.
Sonko.
Yeah.
Really? Are you really serious? Did
Well,
you monitor whether they invest even 5% of this before you start paying them?
Before having an issue with them, this was the problem that we were asking them.
What was the
even
problem?
we had to force them to bring the server.
No. Look. We are talking about the financial investment.
Yes.
You do not check their bank accounts. They didn't present to you their evidence of their financial capabilities.
No.
You see, this is why you go through procurement process. This is why you follow GPPA guidelines. This is why they have to guide you in this process. It's not your show. It's not your area council. It's not your company. That's the problem. We all have to realize that. The public offices we hold, it's not us. But I refuse to believe that the mistakes that you guys, that the actions are mistakes. They are deliberate actions. Mr. Sonko, they are deliberate actions. That's the reality. There's a profit to derive from 5C. Nobody does anything for free. There are kickbacks that are given.
No.
No, you think I expect you to say yes?
Yeah.
You don't have to say yes. The evidence is clear. It speaks for itself.
No.
That you would not have, you had all the time to travel to Dubai with a team in the name of verification. But you had no time to verify what you are signing. You had no time to verify your own accounts. In fact, you lowered the threshold so that they can meet it substantially and make profit. That's what happened there, Mr.
Well, I mean, yes, I went there, and then I like going there during the time, but definitely I was going to attend PSUP meeting.
Forget that meeting.
Yes.
We are not interested in that meeting. You had called for a trip to Dubai.
Okay.
As an issue that is relevant towards the signing of the contract. Correct?
Yes.
Let's stick to that. Don't divert. You did not say, well, I am going to so and so place. Maybe I can pass by and see what they are doing over there. You didn't say that. You said, as a matter of criteria, we have to be in Dubai. In fact, you were naming people that should be in Dubai. So let's leave it as a standalone issue. Understand? You understand?
I understand you.
Good. So we do it that way. So if we leave that issue, if you have you bring your own copy of your agreement, and we can discuss that. But as the agreement stands, Mr., this is what we can get from it. We start. So the payments made to 5C, there were payments made to 5C, right? Payments were made to 5C.
Yes, they are.
Those payments would have been unlawful payments because the negotiations in the beginning and the agreement in the beginning would have been tainted. They were flawed in the beginning, and we would need to recover this money. Because all you had to do was to say that to check the correct baseline, you guys refused to do that. Subject to procurement, you guys refused to do. The Act says every contract must pass through procurement process. Strict adherence to procurement procedures. No excuse for even one transaction to not follow it. If it does not follow it, as far as the lawyers are concerned, the recommendation should be you pay it. That's the reality. For you, for the area council, the CEOs, the finance directors, the mayors, all of them. That's the reality. But we go to another issue, unless there are questions on these ones. We go.
IT.
Yes, unless there are questions on the IT issue.
Yes. Let me find out, Mr. Sonko.
Yes.
As at the time you went to Dubai, your IT unit, was it functional?
Not very well then.
Was it, what do you mean when you say not very
Because
well?
they were not having enough materials according to their explanations to me.
How many staff did you have at the IT unit?
When I came, it was 2.
What was the highest qualification for the 2 people that were?
Well, I met them there. I didn't know their qualifications. I didn't ask for it.
You didn't ask questions and you didn't know their qualification?
No, I never did.
And you wanted to have a system that would help you to earn revenue when you do not have the infrastructure?
Yeah, because I met them, and they are the ones working for the council for years before I come. And then, if you could understand or hear me well, as a politician just came and then you found that there was nothing working. You want to make sure that something works for your people to see that you did something. These are things that you bring up. But honestly, as the council said, I agreed with him, honestly. But that time, my interest was to make sure that something happened for the first time.
But Mr. Sonko, you must have a basis.
Yes.
You must have a basis.
Yes.
You, just like he said, you went to do due diligence, but you did not do due diligence in your own office to know if you go and you find that there is potential, how do you intend to come and make sure that when these people come, they would not just walk over you because you do not have the capacity to be able to handle the system?
That's right. I agree.
Council, you may proceed.
An issue we discussed here as well before your arrival. This is the issue regarding the monies that were given to councillors during festive period. Do you recall this?
Please, can you repeat for me?
Tobaski, Korite, Christmas, you name it. So you recall this period?
I don't understand what you say.
The councillors were benefiting from monies given to them during this period.
During
I think we
Korite?
have a voucher for that. Just hold it a minute. I think we have a voucher for that. You guys call it the Salibo honorarium, I think. But whilst they are checking that, you recall Jigo Construction?
Yes.
A contract was given to Jigo Construction. Were you aware of this?
Yes, I'm aware.
What can you tell us about the contract?
The contract was about maintaining the road from Brikama and Jaikunda Church Junction to Sanyang Gunjur Highway.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Now,
then
go ahead.
the purpose was to decongest the traffic around the market.
Right.
During the rush hours, there used to be a very congesting traffic.
There used to be?
A very congestive traffic during morning and then after work.
Right. Now, Jigo Construction, the contract amount is about $9,944,900. You recall this?
Yes, please.
The contract was not completed during your time.
During my time, yes.
Now, when we interviewed Mr. Jonga, the CEO, he said the amount that was paid was $6,998,980 to Jigo. And Amadou Jigo, when he said that he only received $5,998,980. Why was the contract not completed? Do you know?
About the different amounts received, I know nothing about it. And lack of completion, whenever I contacted the CEO, he told me there is no fund to pay Mr. Jigo for him to continue with the job. And Mr. Jigo also cannot continue without having payment from the council. Up till the time.
Why would you issue a contract without making sure that there are funds for it?
Well, the contract was awarded to him by a contracts committee, and then during their discussions, I think Mr. Jigo agreed to.
Yes, go ahead. Just go ahead.
Okay. During their arrangements, I think Mr. Jigo agreed to pre-finance.
Yes.
Yes. But to the cause of not completion, I don't know. CEO just told me lack of funds.
Why would
Lack
you
of
not-
availability of funds.
And that's where it stops. Do you know the payments made? You never took part in the payments? They didn't come to you to authorize any payment?
Never.
Why is that?
Because I don't give authority to payments.
Okay. They will come on Thursday, if it is approved. Mr. Sonko. Sonko, chairmen are supposed to give authority for payments, right? Mayors are supposed to give authorization for payments.
We've never given any, I never given any authority to payment.
Then you are not efficient enough. You're not.
But we are not to give authorities to payments, to my understanding.
As your understanding,
Yes, please.
the manual says that you have to give authority for payments, that the council must pass as a resolution to have a threshold. You spoke about the threshold.
Yes, I said there's no threshold in the council.
No,
We
but
don't
you
have
said you do
threshold.
not know. You said you do not
No,
know.
I said we don't have any threshold.
No, but you said you do not know you should give authority for payments.
Exactly.
But what is the threshold about then? What is the threshold about then? The threshold is about the authority.
Exactly. It is.
Yes, so council has as the ultimate body should be able to review payments before they are certain payments before they are authorized. You as the chairman, when the CEO is making payments, you should be able to review them before payments are made, correct?
Yes, correct.
And the CEO should have a limit, a cap, where payments can be made without prior approval.
That was
Not
not
subsequent information to you or notification to you, but prior approval.
done. That wasn't done.
Yes. But you knew about this because you said that you did not follow the thresholds. So you knew about threshold
Yeah.
that the council must pass.
Yes.
But it was not supposed to be difficult to make sure there is a threshold. You understand that?
I understand, sir.
So if you now come and to say you are not aware of these payments, for any person to say they are not aware of these payments in that capacity, that would be really either being negligent in your role as chairman or mayor or mayoress, as the case may be.
I take it
Or
as a failure.
simply-
I take it as a failure, but that has never happened.
All right. Another contract as well, Baisa lateral drilling borehole to Queen, is it Kanwali, $1,554,200. You recall this too?
Kamwali.
Yes, Kanwali.
Yes.
The contract was given to Baisa lateral and they never completed the work. And they received $330,000.
The information I got from the CEO, the works are completed.
They are not completed.
That is the information I got from the CEO.
Did you find out? Were you shown a copy of job completion, work completion?
No.
Do you know there is supposed to be a certificate evidencing completion of work by a contractor?
I have not seen them.
Do you know that for any contract there has to be evidence of job completion?
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
Yes, sir.
So when you award a contract to a contractor and they complete the work, how would you know? What is the procedure?
The CEO will inform me that the contract is completed,
And that's it.
and then we will go and then see it. Most of the time, sometimes we didn't even go, but at times I follow this.
You just say we are expected to go and see it.
Yes.
What is the job of the planning director?
The planning director also go, and then the planning directors, whenever they visited a project,
Right,
the director will write a report and copy me.
right.
Yes.
And you have these reports over the years? Can you provide us with the reports that you've been furnished in relation to the projects that they are done?
I don't know how much, but I believe I have some reports from the director of planning.
Mr. Sonko,
Yes, please.
it was your job to know. You see, when they elected you to know, to be aware so that you manage the affairs of the area council. You understand that? So that when anything is happening at your backyard, you would not be smart enough for anyone to say, I did not know about it. They didn't tell me. You see, it was almost a hymn song. You know, when you put on your TV or these various media channels and you see all of you people will be singing the same hymn song, that we don't have any power, we don't have any power. It is the CEO and the finance director. That is not true. That is a lie. It's misrepresenting, making misrepresentation to the people. That is not true. That is why for all the mayors that have appeared here, none of them can sustain that argument. Because it's not true. Don't take it from me, take it from what the law says. It's not correct. But the least we do, if we fail the people in some instance, is to accept. But to say that you do not have the power to incur expenditure, to authorize expenditure, is the most incorrect statement geared towards misleading the people. Let me tell you, I read you the financial manual, the manual. The law is very straightforward. They have appeared here, for the ones that are here, that have been here already, and they know they cannot sustain that argument.
You know,
so don't mislead the people.
Can I come in there, please?
Yes, you can.
All what you are saying, I understand you perfectly well.
Right.
And also, I would want you to see it in this way also. As a politician, when we came, our interest at that time, not me alone, but all of us, our interest at that time was to make sure that we make difference with our, predecessors. That was the reason why most of the things we didn't follow.
That was why?
Most of the things we didn't ask or we didn't follow. We just want to make sure that we make difference.
No, Mr. Sonko. If you want to make difference, you do things differently.
Exactly.
You can't put old wine in new bottle and expect to have different results. You understand the point?
Yes.
You want to make things different, you do things different.
Yeah.
You do things different. It's as simple as that. But you guys were doing the same thing that you said some of them were doing. You see, no evidence of that. No evidence of that. But at least you are saying that, no, that's how I found it on the ground. No evidence of what you found on the ground. But you went for these elections with the promise that you want to change things. See? Is that not the case? Yes. What have you changed? You made things worse.
Okay.
Is that a fact? You didn't make things worse in Brikama for all this we are discussing.
To make
the first day, you engaged a private lawyer. You should have said, let it follow procurement process. You went and brought 5C. You should have said it should go through the normal process. All these payments I'm asking you, I do not know about it. You should have known about it if you want to make a difference. You should have been on top of things. You see, things that is a job, people are paid to go and be chairman or mayor. And as politicians, you think that that's where the job stops? No. A day like this will come. You have to answer for it. You see, if a substantial expenditure is done or there are audit reports, you must follow up. Internal, external, you have to. You don't do that, it's a failure on your part. As a chairman or a mayor is a failure. So no excuse. The excuse is for the media, not here. That's the reality, because today is a day of reckoning. We have to know. It's a day of accountability. We have to know. We give you evidence and you give us evidence back. When we think that you didn't do the right thing, you reserve the right to have a counter argument to say, no, you are wrong. We have done X, Y, Z. We don't take offense for that. We are investigators. You understand that? That's the reality. So back to the issue regarding the honorarium that the councillors were enjoying. We have an honorarium of, in this voucher, $8,000 is. The voucher number is 1169. The payee's name is sundry persons. It says being payment of honorarium to back area councillors, Brikama area councillors as per attached. See, the current mayor, chairman, the first day he assumed office stopped that, right? You aware of it?
No.
Okay, I'm telling you. People were trying to justify it a bit. It was stopped. because it's unlawful. Let me show you this voucher. He did the right thing. That's the reality. You see that voucher? You see that voucher?
Yeah.
What is the voucher about?
Being payment of honorarium to Brikama Council councillors.
Yes.
Yes.
And what were they paid? Why were they paid $8,000?
I don't know. I have never known this. I never had it before.
Which year was this?
Which year was this? 2018.
Where were you in 2018?
I was in the council.
There was no problem this time. There was no problem between you and your former party. You were not expelled from the party in 2018. Were you?
Repeat that, please.
You were not expelled from the party in 2018.
I said 2018. This I was there because I resumed office 2018 May 16.
I'm still saying
Yes.
that whilst you were there, there was no problem between you and some of the councillors because everything was okay in 2018.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So why would you not know?
Because why should you be giving Salibo to councillors from council's account?
I don't know.
That is it. I didn't know. Nobody ever told me this.
This your area council?
Yes, I never know about this.
But until now, this is your first time hearing it?
I heard it when I was in Turkey.
Which year was
Some
that?
councillors were asked.
Last year?
Yes, last year.
Yes.
Yes.
So you have no
But
way.
this is the first time it has become an evident to me.
Come again?
I said this is the first time it is evident to me.
Yes.
I have never seen this before, and nobody ever discussed this with me.
But why would you not know is the question.
Council, honestly, I cannot know this.
Why would you not know?
Because this is wrong. I know this is wrong. They shouldn't have received this money.
May I have it back? See, we know that this is not every year.
It's not every year?
Yes, every year.
Like every feast, you mean?
Every feast, they will come up with some excuse regarding Korite and Tobaski. I will add Christmas and New Year, hoping they do that because some they do Christmas or New Year. Coming up with fictitious exercises to say they are going to maximize revenue here and there, and then they pay themselves this amount of money.
That was wrong.
It's called the Salibo. Yes.
That was wrong.
But where were you, Mr. Sonko? That's the reality. That's
I was in the council, but I never had, and I am never aware of this.
So who do you fault for this?
Well,
You meet your CEO on a daily basis. You have a weekly
the
meeting.
CEO never tell me this, and the director of finance never tell me this.
Request for the payments that were authorized in the week. You review them.
Well, that is a failure on my side.
Yes.
I didn't ask for the payment of the week, but this is first time I'm hearing it in
I was
my
about
life.
to read you what it's the authority for expenditure says, right? In the financial manual. The authority to incur expenditure, the Sonko, is vested in council through budget approval. The finance director shall not make any payment nor accept any charge in the accounts unless authorized by the chief executive, the first person,
Okay.
the CEO,
Yes.
who has expenditure powers, correct? And in accordance with the monetary thresholds approved by each council, you must approve it. You have to approve it. You don't have a choice. You must. M-U-S-T. You must approve it. You understand that? You must come up with a resolution highlighting or itemizing the different thresholds from between you and the CEO. Right? As regard the monetary threshold, it should be noted that up to a given amount the CEO can approve and incur expenditure without reference to the chairman or mayor of the council. Up to a certain amount, the CEO is required to consult and seek clearance from the chairman or mayor. Beyond a given amount, the CEO is required to refer such expenditure to council to seek approval. So you see, That is why you are the only one who has an office in council. You have your daily meetings with the CEO, and if you want the finance director or the management team, you have your weekly management team. What is the purpose of this senior management team? You want to know what is happening. You want to request from your CEO the payments that were authorized in a week or in every 2 weeks. If you don't have time to go through it, you must be competent. That's the reality. It's a difficult job. You must be competent enough to go through whatever the CEO is doing, at least to a reasonable degree. Because if not, what you are going to say is the easy way out. We never have the power to authorize. We don't have the power to authorize. We don't have the power to authorize. You have the power to authorize and to check. That's the reality, Mr. Sonko. So
Yes.
when your people come, the finance directors and the CEO, they will also answer this together with you in relation to this thing. Yes, any other question? Lankaramo Suare and Sons. You know Lankaramo Suare and Sons?
Yes, I remember him.
What does he do?
I think he's a contractor.
Okay. Lankaramo, is he registered?
I don't know.
Do you know where the contracts that were awarded to Lankaramo will normally pass through normal procurement process?
Whether contracts awarded to him pass through normal process?
Yes. You don't know?
No, I don't know.
There was a contract that was given to 5C to procure the trucks. I think you have this in your statement.
Yes.
Can you please explain to us what the nature of the contract between you and 5C in relation to the procuring of these garbage trucks?
Yes, as I said earlier on, when I came to the council was struggling a lot to take care of the garbages of the West Coast region. I met only 2 tractors and 1 open truck. And then it was a headache to see garbages, especially in the Brusubi areas and then Brikama Central Market and other places.
Right.
And then there were some schools and hospitals where at the gate you have a hump of garbage. And all the time there will be the procurement unit and then the CEO and the finance director will be hiring trucks at a very high cost. Then I said I have to go and lobby.
Right.
Then this is when I spoke with 5C Energy. They said they can be able to supply trucks because they were doing it for other places and they can.
Other places? What do you mean other places? Who are the other places that they
other
are doing it
countries, they said.
for? Other?
They were doing it for other countries, they said.
Did they give you
No.
evidence of that?
No.
Okay.
No.
And they were given the contract?
Yeah, through the council.
You're the head of the council.
Pardon?
You're the head of the council. How many trucks?
8 new trucks.
8
Yes.
new trucks.
Yes.
The price is for these trucks?
I think the whole sum is $2.5 million.
Dollars.
Yes.
For 8 new trucks.
For 8 new trucks.
Now, how do you know that was the best price that you can have in the market?
Well, I made consultations.
Sorry,
and then I think even the ministry.
Sorry, Mr. Sonko, let me have a clarification.
Yes, please.
The 2.5 million is for 1 truck.
The 12.5 million for 8 of them.
12.
12.5?
Yes, please.
Okay, I got you wrong. I thought you said 2.5.
No.
Yeah, he said 2.5, but it was a mistake on his side.
I said 2.5.
Yes.
Oh, and then it was
I
that.
believe.
No, I was about to say 12.5. Yes.
Proceed. Is that all? Okay, yes, proceed.
Yes, and then when they agreed to, and then the council was contacted, the council sat over it, agreed that Brikama must have, should have a trucks to be able to cope in the garbage taking. Then 5C was contacted and then they brought in trucks. the council resolution was sent to the ministry, and the ministry approved it after the resolution from the council.
The ministry approved what?
Pardon?
What did they approve?
Approved buying the trucks, going in for the trucks.
The ministry, was that a pre-financing agreement?
Pre-financing like what?
Agreement? With
No.
5C?
No.
You paid in cash?
No, we paid it by installment.
By installment?
Yes.
Now, why did you not have an open tender for this?
Well, that was also an oversight.
Oversight?
Yes, because then there was no completely any truck with Brikama Council.
Right?
And then the only issue was to go and hire trucks. And then procurement says every day to take some trucks from other, garbage from other sites. Each truck, I think they hired them for $5,000 each trip.
Each week?
Each trip.
Okay.
Every trip of a truck, according to what they said, is $5,000. So I see this as something unnecessary, and then the council also agreed to make sure that they go in with 5C energy.
You said 8 trucks is what
Yes.
was bought for 12 million.
0.5.
12.5.
If I could remember very well, yes.
All right. And who was the CEO at this time?
I think Mam said Jallo, and then the final transaction of the business, Jonga.
Jonga.
Yes.
And during the same time, you purchased some vehicles from Espas Motors, right?
Excuse me?
During the same time, you also purchased some vehicles from Espas Motors too.
Espas Motors, yes.
Espas Motors, Quantum.
Yes, Espas Motors.
Right. It is 2 Range Rovers, right?
No.
What did you get from Espas?
They are Ford.
Okay. For what?
Ford.
Ford.
Yes.
The Ford station wagons.
Yes. And 2
What
pickups,
else?
I think.
2 pickups.
2 pickups and 3
Ford station.
Yes.
That's all you got.
If I remember. Yes.
And all the vehicles were supplied?
Yes.
Was this an open tender? You don't know?
I don't know.
Right. You will find out with your.
But that of the trucks, it was not to open tender, because I think that time, as I said, there was nowhere to be able to get trucks, and there was nowhere to be able to have loans of that nature to have the trucks. And these people said they can be able to GeForce the trucks at a very short time.
Okay.
And then I was very anxious by
then. Do you
then.
have specifications for this?
For the trucks?
Specifications for the trucks?
Yes, it is 5 compactors.
Yes.
And
or the specifications, the type of the trucks you asked for.
I think it's Dongfeng, if I could remember, Dongfeng.
Did you give 5C the necessary specifications with respect to the trucks you need, the technical specifications?
No, that was not even to 5C.
So what were you paying for then?
Pardon?
Just trucks. What were you paying for? Just trucks?
After seeing the trucks is when we agreed to pay.
When the trucks were imported?
In the Gambia.
In the Gambia?
Yes.
Then you agreed to pay?
Yes.
So you wouldn't have a choice, you would have paid. Do you have a choice? Because you didn't give them any technical specification, that's what you said.
Yeah, because definitely that time you were anxious to have trucks.
Yes.
Yes.
So you didn't give them any technical specification,
No.
and they brought you
No, we don't.
any truck that you could get, and you just pay for it.
Exactly. Yes.
What was the price? So if you bought the trucks for, say, 12.5?
Yeah, for the 8. If my memory can serve me.
You
well.
guys had a delivery note?
Of the trucks?
Yes. Evidence of delivery?
I believe the CEO must have it.
$12.5 million would be, if you divide it by 8, you're going to have $1,562,500 per truck.
Yes.
Okay. If the trucks are good, it seems to be cheaper than
They are
the ones KMC bought.
They are brand new.
Brand new is not the determining factor for a truck to be good.
They are good because
it has to be in line with it. So you don't have a specification, my friend.
They are good because they've served my time, and then still I see them on the road.
You do not know the problems they encountered, but we will wait for your CEO to come and tell us whether we have any documentation in relation to these trucks.
Okay.
So we know. But you, as far as you're concerned, you don't have any. As far as you are concerned, you don't have any documentations in this purchase.
No, the CEO has documentations of the purchase.
Mr. Sonko, you know this was wrong, the way you procured these trucks?
Yes.
And you knew it was wrong at the time?
You know?
You knew it was wrong at the time?
At the time, I didn't know.
How comes?
Because, as I said, I was anxious to make sure that Brikama Council have trucks.
But you were anxious to do the right thing as well. That's what you said. You wanted to change the way things were done in
exactly.
Your council.
And I said during that time, right, our focus, or my focus, was to make sure that council gets something that they have never got before.
Right.
Yes.
Now, because the records we have is that you did not procure 8 trucks. You procured 5 waste collection trucks.
It's 5 compactors and 2 scape bins, 3 scape bins.
5 compactors.
5 compactors.
And 2 sketch.
3 sketch bins. 3 with sketch bins.
Okay.
Yes, making 8.
Making it 8.
Yes.
The prices must be different for this, right? The compactors will have a price. What was the unit price for one compactor?
I believe there must be a different but I know the total amount of.
We will want you to provide us with the specific detail. Did you sign a contract with 5C?
Pardon?
Was there a contract with 5C for this?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to provide us with the contract.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are there any questions for this witness?
Mr. Sonko.
Yes, ma'am.
Looking at the documents we have.
Yes.
In 2018.
Yes.
It revealed that nothing was presented as your baseline for your budget, and you did not take any steps to understand or to know what the preceding year, that is 2018, had in terms of revenue and expenditure. Why did you not provide the baseline?
Baseline for?
For the budget for 2018, so that the 2019 budget would be based on the baseline for 2018.
I couldn't recall this, honestly.
The 2019 audit report, the one ending December 31st,
yes.
2019, it indicated that there was actually no baseline.
2019 report?
Yes. No, 2018.
2018.
You did not use any baseline for you to come up with the 26,098,369,000 that you budgeted as your anticipated income. And at the end of 2019, you expended 21,606,576. So how did you get the income? Because there was nothing to show that you complied with the law. Because if you look at what the Finance and Audit Act says, in section 21 sub 3, it says that each council shall prepare a comprehensive list of all its revenue sources, maintain a data on total potential collectible revenue, to allow you to do your proper projections. And that you did not do, which is a violation of what the Finance and Audit Act is saying.
Yes. Exactly, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So neither you, who is chairing the council, did not sit to avert your mind to all of this. Why was that the case?
As I said previously, this was something that we didn't know much, and then I didn't go further to look into the books to be able to find out this.
And coming back to what was being discussed earlier, the issue of these compactors, etc., etc. Shortly before you purchased these compactors, you were hiring vehicles for cleaning these dump sites for $3 million. And at the same time, that $3 million, in your books of accounts, you identified it as capital expenses. And there are so much that is listed in the audit report, which total to $15,380,000. And these are all recurrent expenditures. Let me just highlight some of these things. For instance, repair and maintenance, stroke lubricants, you classified this as expenditure, which is $3 million. Decoration of office grounds, you expended $680,000, you classified that as capital expenditure. Training of staff and councillors, $1.5 million, you classified that as capital expenditure. Youth and women empowerment, child welfare, you expended $2 million, and you classified it as expenditure. Training of VDC and WDC, you classified it as expenditure. Protective gear and uniform, you expended $1.2 million, and you classified it as capital expenditure. Climate change, you expended $500,000, and you classified it as capital expenditure. Support to physically challenged, you expended $500,000, and you classified it as capital expenditure. Contribution to habitat, you expended $2 million, and you classified that as capital expenditure. Were you aware of all of this, which total to the $15,380,000 that I referred you to?
Definitely.
You were not aware of
Definitely,
this?
I'm not aware of it.
And you did not know any of this?
Honestly, no.
So do you agree that whatever was being done by the CEO and the finance director when it comes to the budget and revenue, you had no clue? Is that what you are telling the commission?
Of course, yes. Yes, ma'am.
You want us to believe that statement?
I would encourage you to believe it. That's the truth, sir.
The people that were there will come here so that we'll find out.
Okay, ma'am.
So I believe it's time, Council. Mr. Sonko,
Yes, ma'am.
we will see you on Thursday.
Okay. Thank you.
We may rise.